Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto and Pulsechain YouTube. Hope you guys are having a good time out there. It's another day. It's super sunny outside, so I'm going to have a really good day going for my walk today. Yeah, we're going to get into all the cool stuff we're doing. Our market update today. Not really a lot of project updates, although we will be talking about at least a bit of news from 2 or 3, but not really project updates, more really cool insights. So I hope you guys enjoy that. We will be covering briefly a mega project that's launched, so we'll cover that as well. Let's see who's in the chat and see how we go. And it's a really full-on market update today. Let's see. We got Lies Beneath in the house there. Hello, how are you today? Very good. Super sunny outside, as I say. It looks it's not even summer yet, but it's like a summer day. So I'm really looking forward to get out there as well, going for that walk. Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, incentive for the win, 100%. The golden strategy, we're following that on this channel. What else? We got Sandy Beach. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Good to see Sandy Beach. Probably the view says very cool info. Thank you very much. Hey, you're welcome. Who else has jumped down there? Joey Torres, good to see you in the house. Hi, all. Hello, everybody, and let's go, 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 says Adam. Absolutely. Harry Williams, yo, 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 yo. Always like doing that. Yo, 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 yo. Charity's in the house as well. Hi, team. Good to see you, Charity. We got Humberto Gonzalez as well. Hello, yo-yo, cheers, Superman and R8 family. Tonight from Chile, Bogota, Colombia. Big shout out. Man, you've been moving around there, Humberto. Good to see you in the house. Pulse Demic, another day, another valuable stream. Thank you for your commitments, Superman. You're welcome. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. Check my pulse. Good evening, Superman. Woohoo! Get excited. Haven't we got tons of people coming through the chat there. It's fantastic. Morning, Superman and family. Good to see Brennan. Big shout out to you, Brennan, as always. Wookie as well. Sunday Fun Day, says Wookie. Awesome. That's coming up in the weekend there, Wookie. Oh, man. You're random, Wookie. You're random. We love random in the Discord. What else? Sandy Beach says Mintra may drop on Saturday. Heard it from a source. Yeah, we are expecting the Mint token to drop, and of course that's going to go to the sacrifice holders. So it's going to be pretty cool. What's that, about $10 million worth of sacrifice? It's the number one, I think, NFT marketplace, about to drop by the end of October is the launch. So the token this week, and the protocol before the end of October, which is pretty cool. So exciting times. Greetings from sunny SoCal, says Eddie. Hey Eddie, welcome to the chat. Let the Hex pump. Yeah, Hex pump big time, didn't it? So that was really nice. And yeah, we've got to break out of that zone, that 1 cent plus zone, and start moving up. That's what's going to happen there, and that's a good start. Definitely smash the likes as well. Yep, everyone say smash the likes. Do that for sure. Pump it up. Let's go, folks. Welcome to the chat, and we're going to get into it straight away. Bam, let's go. Beep, 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 beep. And of course, let's add the stage. There we go. So yeah, we've got pretty good news around the stock market. I don't know what's happened here because they've jumped away from my page that I was on. I have no idea why that happened. They must have changed the main page. We got the Dow Jones there is down 1%. So we've had lots of green days last week, the beginning of this week, but Dow Jones there is down 1% today, 332 points, down to 33,665 on the stock market. S&P is down 1.3%, down to 4,300. Remember that just as a context, Tom Lee's pretty bullish about the end of the rest of the year, and the S&P 500 targeting 4,800, so moving up towards that mark. So there's still another 500 points on that potentiality for the end of the year, which is kind of bullish. That's going to play into our crypto commentary as well about Bitcoin. So add those two together. We've got kind of, I think, a fairly bullish outlook for that. So that's kind of cool. The Nasdaq is at 13,300. It's down 219 points, which is 1.6%. It's got most of the tech companies in it. The volatility index there, that VIX, the VIT, that's the VIX, that's the volatility index. That's up 7.5%. So basically risk off, right? Risk off today. The dollar index is up to 106.37. That's up 0.3%. So that's a bit of a move there as well. The dollar versus the trading partners. Looking at oil, Brent oil there up at 1.6%, $1.50 to $91.41. And West Texas there is pretty much flat, down slightly at $87.20 there. Gold is at $1,962, so that really has had a nice little recovery. And the silver there at $23 as well. Nice little recovery on both gold and silver. And yeah, pretty cool. What we're expecting to see is, as well as the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, is scheduled to appear on Thursday So it's Thursday here down under, but Wednesday in the United States. So you're looking at Thursday on the United States. So tomorrow, which will be Friday our time, he's going to be at the Economic Club. So we'll get a good indication whether he agrees with a lot of the other Fed presidents that we've been hearing. He's the chair, of course, and see whether he confirms what they have been saying. But in any case, we know that from the federal rate monitors, this is kind of what the market thinks interest rates is going to do. That pretty much they have priced in a no change. The market's at 99.3% now, so that's priced in no change. That's good news for us in crypto, and we keep liking this, so we're going to keep talking about it. And that's on the 1st of November, so good news for us, folks. That's really, really great. December, however, is gone up to 40%. So we'll see whether this changes tomorrow. This is December's hike. The idea that we might get another 25 basis points up to 5.75 from 5.5. So that's in December. So that's quite a while away. We'll see what the market thinks of Jerome's speech tomorrow. So that's kind of the play there on the stock market and the Federal Reserve. So let's move into some important news as well around the leadership there. So we've got Bitcoin, of course. We're going to get into that. Actually, I might move this away. We'll talk about that up when I get to Bitcoin. But let's go to crypto. BTC at the moment, 28,330. So pretty similar to yesterday. Obviously down a little bit. That's why we've got the pink, this pinkish red there on the charts. But pretty much still holding up after that, that false rumor that BlackRock was going to get their ETF. And of course, that were pumped up to 30K and back down again. And of course, that was an error. So, there we go. 28,300. However, we still have a pretty bullish environment. We're going to talk about that. So stay tuned. Ethereum there is at 1563, down a little bit there as well. BNB is at 210. So not too many changes there. A couple of little green shoots there. Bitcoin Cash up a little bit. Tron up 1%. Tron is always, I don't know, for me, it's always underperformed. I used to play on there a lot with ROI games, but it's really a bit sad, that one in my view. Anyway, so we'll move away. That is what the crypto is at. So let's zoom in a bit closer on Bitcoin. And of course, this is our map, our roadmap, and we've got our window of opportunity, as you guys know. That's ticking along there, and it really has been extended out to at least the 16th of November. So looking pretty good. So this Fed meeting here on the 1st, that looks like it's going to be a non-event. Looks like we'll have a no change in the interest rates. We'll be at 5.5%. So that's looking pretty bullish. However, we still need a Speaker of the House for the United States. So that is still going. So I think we're in round 2 or round 3, I think. And of course, they had a vote. So the leader at the moment is Jim Jordan. He's my favorite by a country mile. I think he's fantastic. But he's still not quite getting the votes yet. And I think it was round 2 they had today, or round 3. I just can't remember now. And so anyway, he fell short. So they'll probably have another round of votes tomorrow. And fingers crossed that they can get him over the line, because it needs 217 votes, right? So got 199 supporting Jim Jordan, and some of the other ones are miles behind. So fingers crossed on that. I think Jim Jordan will be the best outcome out of any of them nominated. Of course, that it was Steve Scalise and McCarthy and that and a whole ton of other smaller ones that got some votes. But yeah, hopefully Jim Jordan, that'd be great. That's important to get the leadership back in play, and hopefully they do that this week. And of course, the other side of it is that the leader then of the House needs to get the budget done, because they got a 45-day stopgap measure, remember, that was done on the 1st of October or the end of November there, and runs through for 45 days. So they have to get that dealt with as well. Otherwise, it's another volatility issue for the markets. And so we'll see how we go there. But otherwise, we've got a nice window of opportunity. And of course, Bitcoin there is surprising to the upside, which is pretty cool. And there's a good chance that it will keep going, which is the good news. And we're going to talk about why that might be. And of course, we've got a golden cross, and that golden cross has managed to stay intact because of these big pumps on the Bitcoin ETF. So let's zoom in on what that really means. Why would people pump the market with the ETF news? And of course, here is an analysis that we're going to talk about from crypto quants, I should say. So spot Bitcoin ETF approvals could add 1 trillion to crypto market cap, and that is huge, right? So it's really, really cool. As you guys know, the last bull market we got over 3 trillion. We're sitting at about 1.1 trillion at the moment. So this would be fantastic news. Blockchain analytics from crypto quants models predict that 155 billion will flow into the Bitcoin market cap should the ETFs approved. And so in realistic time frame, we're kind of expecting it in Q1 of 2024, right? That's kind of the earliest we might expect get the SEC getting that over the line. You know, they're very problematic at the SEC, as we all know. So that's kind of the bullish news, and that's why it's significant. Bitcoin will become a $900 billion asset, and the total crypto market will grow by $1 trillion should the Bitcoin spot exchange traded funds be approved. So you guys could, if this does occur in the Q1, guys could be in before a massive rally. And, you know, I'm still fairly bullish about the next 3 to 9 months. It's the second half of next year that I have an issue with around the economy. But apart from that, still pretty bullish that we could have a mini bull run, if not a full-blown bull run in crypto during that time. So fingers crossed on that. And this is the biggest catalyst out there to make that happen. The first wave of institutional adoption in 2020, 2021 came from institutions adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So that's the first wave. And while the next wave could be financial institutions providing Bitcoin access to their clients through spot ETFs. So that's basic what's happening here. So let's just roll out. So there's obviously been a lot of institutions that have applied for that, which is pretty cool. Now, based on their estimate, this could push Bitcoin to 50 to 73K. So that's kind of their target for the Bitcoin. Although, you know, Tom Lee and that has talked about 150 to 180,000 in the Bitcoin run, but that includes both the ETFs and the halvening impact for next year. So that's a bit further out, whereas this is kind of just trying to isolate the ETF impact there, which is pretty cool. That suggests for every, and so this is a really important part here, this is kind of the multiplier effect from capital coming in to the system. This suggests that for every $1 of fresh money entering the Bitcoin market, the market capitalization could increase by $3 to $5. Don't you love that multiplier effect? Really is important. Of course, that will roll out on Ethereum and Pulsechain and everything else that's that's out there that's worth something. So it's pretty cool, which is pretty exciting. Now, BTC. Now, this is a really cool insight here too. Nobody will dare to short Bitcoin now. I thought this was a really interesting comment. Nobody will dare to short Bitcoin. Now, you know, when Bitcoin flashed up to 30K and back again, it wrecked like $100 million worth of shorters, right? They all got wrecked. So that's really taken out a lot of money out of the shorters' hands, like guys that would short the market, and they got owned in that, right? Some longs also got owned on the way up, but not compared to the shorts that got all taken out. So that's really taken out some price resistance there out of the market. And so this guy's saying nobody will dare to short BTC now for the foreseeable future, which is pretty awesome. So we're thinking into the end of this final quarter of the year, into the Q1 of next year, right? So this is pretty exciting potentiality for a really nice run over the Christmas period, which is pretty cool. Even if Cointelegraph news was false, they're the ones that put out the false statement about the BlackRock ETF, and of course it was up for about 30 minutes and they deleted it, but the news had already gone to the traders, and the traders were beep beep beep, up it goes, and getting pushed up there. BTC can still grind higher in anticipation of the approval, and I think that's absolutely right. People, they grind the price up before you even get to the actual news, and then you buy the room and sell the news type event, and that's definitely could happen over several months, right? So fingers crossed on that. So it's kind of setting a nice little tone for crypto at the moment, which really hasn't had a run, right? So it's kind of cool. The bullish sentiment is also evident in the continued narrowing of the GBTC discount to lowest in nearly 2 years, which is pretty good insight as well. So yeah, that is pretty much it at the moment on that. So kind of bullish window opportunity that may continue on into Q1 next year, which is pretty nice as well. So fingers crossed, everything is sort of lining up there. Obviously, we've got geopolitical risks like the Israel thing with Gaza and all sorts of stuff. But in terms of the financial issues, it really is not too bad at the moment. So a good, nice window of opportunity for crypto. So, and of course, we talked about that video yesterday from BlackRock, if you guys remember. I thought that was a very insightful video. So we might play that one more time because I've only played it once. Let me just see where that is. And that was the framing was unbelievable from BlackRock. So let's listen to that.
Clients around the world about the need for crypto. I mean, when you think about, I think some of this rally is way beyond the rumor. I think the rally today is about a flight to quality with all the, all the issues around the Israeli war now, global terrorism, And I think there's more people running into a flight to quality, whether that is in treasuries, gold, or crypto, depending on how you think about it. And I believe crypto will play that type of role as a flight to quality.
And I love that framing. You know, I'm not obviously not a big fan of BlackRock generally, but you know, that framing about a flight to quality, really, wow. I mean, that's you know, that's really something from one of the top 3 investment managing firms in the world. You know, number 1 actually by value, but it's crazy. So it's awesome. It's good, crazy good, as we say. So yeah, things are really starting to set up. So you know, they're key. They hold. They manage so much financial value that's just unbelievable. We could have really quite an explosive time in the old crypto. So really is starting to stack up there pretty nicely. So yeah, maybe this long bear market is going to be you know, have a super rally, and that can happen quite fast. You know, the sentiment can turn around quite quickly. Before you know it, you blink, you know, think everything is the end of the world, and then next minute, bam, there it goes. So certainly, I think the general environment there with some of what these guys are saying is really amazing. Let's take the alternative, right? The alternative is they're not saying this stuff, right? They're not saying this stuff, and they're actually bagging crypto, right? That's the alternative, and they're not. They're actually pretty positive and affirmative. So, and quality assets, I love it. It's kind of cool. Gives you a lot of optimism moving ahead here. All right, so that's kind of cool. Let's get back to it. That is our crypto coverage of the markets and some of the key things I think are relevant. Let's get into Pulsechain though. Before we do that, let's just quickly catch up on the chat because I don't want to get too far ahead of the chat there. So let's see who else has jumped back in here. We've got Valiant, hi all, time to observe and learn with the Superman. Hey Valiant, welcome to the chat. Very nice words. We've got Hexcavator as well. Hey gang, good to see Hexcavator. Hexcavator has actually posted a cool digging video and a digging image in the Discord under a non-crypto. I definitely checked it out. He's got some cool images that he posts of the work that he does, which is pretty large scale, you know, utility stuff. So it's really neat. Christian's in house. Hey, hello, familiar. Good to see Christian. Market looking on the red says Christian there. Valiant says need to clone Jim Jordan so he can serve multiple positions. 100% Valiant. I agree with that. Check my pulse says worked in RI today all day long. Big military cargo planes landing. Every couple of minutes we're going to war, says check my pulse. That's pretty interesting insight there. Check my pulse. Hi all from Go Pulse Win there. Nice to see you. And Brennan as well, to the moon, says Brennan. Absolutely. I'm bullish too. Yellowtail, holla, holla, holla. Good to see Yellowtail. Welcome to the chat. Let me see what channel you're on actually. I'm not sure if that's on the you might be on Pulsechain. Pulsechain YouTube. Good to see you, Yellowtail. Digging the pics, says Brennan. Yeah, the pics are awesome that are being posted there from Hexcavator. Very cool. All right, let's jump back to it. Bam, Pulsechain. Let's get into the meat, the meat and potatoes or something. I don't know what is that saying. Anyway, let's go. We got quadruple 444, and that's Pulse is up 3.25%. What day is it? It is day 159. So these are the results for day 159 since Pulsechain has launched. Remember, Pulsechain launched on 10th of May this year, 10:36 UTC time. We've got the price. The price is currently at 44% of the sacrifice price. So that's where we are at the moment on Pulse. We've got PulseX there at quadruple 117. So PulseX is still pretty cheap at the moment, right? Still pretty cheap. Hasn't had any rally really. Still sitting near the bottom. So accumulation is pretty cool for people that are doing that. They just got to be patient, right? Be patient. It's up 2% at the moment, but the buy and burn doesn't care about whether people are buying or selling so much in terms of which direction it's going. But of course, thousands of trading pairs, you know, trading on Pulse. Then you know it's all buying and burning PulseX to some degree. So really awesome. We're up to 485 almost 9 billion. So let's say 486 billion there at the moment, which is 2.35% of the public supply. So it's just slowly ticking away every single day, going up, up, and up, taking away Pulsex from the market. So it's pretty neat. Incentive token there is up 1.4% at 95 cents. The ratio has dropped some more there. We've got 21,500 Pulse per incentive at the moment. And the incentive total supply is well over 14 million now, with 108,000 now burned through the TRH game there. So that's ticking on pretty nicely. We got the Hex there. Hex at the moment is moving up nicely as well. It's kind of been the outstanding performer, isn't it? We're up 7%, 7.1%, which is kind of nice to see. We've got the price now of PHEX at 0.00818, so let's say 8200th of a cent. And of course, that's moving up pretty nicely. Brendan, let me know in the chat what you think about the HEX price at the moment. Always appreciate your TA analysis there. We've got EHEX that, though, has had the big jump. It's been the big jump. It's at 0.041, which is fantastic. That was, 0.002 something the other day, 2.8, I think it was. Now it's 0.041. So a really nice little relatively move there from EHEX. And now the one PHEX will get 184 pulse, but one PHEX will only get you 1.99 EHEX. Remember, 2-3 days ago, that was 2.5. That's dropped dramatically down to 1 to 2, which is kind of cool. The combined price of EHEX and PHEX has jumped from, we were trying to defend that 1 cent mark. We're now at 1.23 cents, which is really nice to see. But as you guys know, we really need to get this HEX combo price up into 2-3 cent range. That's kind of going to build a lot of it. It's going to attract a lot of attention getting back into that 2 to 3 cent range. Yeah, a bit more work to do there, but nice to see it moving up as well. So that is the results there for day 159. Let's go to the charts. So this is Pulsechain on the charts, and we're just slowly moving up in this extended, elongated ascending triangle, and it's heading in the right direction. So there's not much more to say about that. RSI is still pretty chill at 55, so plenty of room to move up. So it's kind of cool. Volumes are still relatively modest, but there have been not too bad lately. Volumes still need a bit more volume to come in there. Watch that volume, bam, and then it's going to do some nice things. Target, of course, 5,000 and 5,600 for a really bullish move. So keep looking out for that. Pulsex is pretty much doing the same as well. Slightly had a nice little good day yesterday, actually. It's actually on today's candle. We've got 7 minutes left in today's candle. We had a high of 40126. We're now at 4011168. So yeah, quite a big wick on that one compared to Pulse, which is probably done a bit better there, and not surprising, I guess, at the moment. Let's go to the incentive token. Is at 95 cents. The ratio, of course, is continuing to shed as the Pulsex farms continue to mint more incentive tokens. It is down to 21,500, new all-time low. That is the chart. Let's have a look at all-time. That's the all-time. Look at that. I might as well take away my Bollinger Bands. Was it my Fibonacci's here? I don't know if that's going to disappear. There we go. That is it on that one. And, of course, PHEX. There's PHEX there. PHEX looking really good. Feeling kind of excited about the PHEX. The cool thing about PHEX, we saw the volume on Pulse, for example. Pulse being, still pretty modest, but a nice little uptrend. And a Pulsex there. We had a nice lift in the volume for Pulsex, but of course there was some profit taking in there, so it kind of ruined that aspect. But PHEX, that's all bullish. So volume came in and nice upwards in the chart, so much better looking there. But of course we have to get over 9200th of a penny. That's the mark we want to get. We got rejected 3 times. Eventually we've got to break out of that. So still a bit more work to do, but very positive signs there. And EHEX likewise, big volume play today. And look at that, 2 big strong moves in the chart there as well. Which is a pretty nice little gain. If we take it from the bottom here all the way up to the top, we got up about 54% on EHEX, which is pretty cool. And we're currently up about 47% in 3 days. So that's a pretty good move there for EHEX, which had been lagging around as a poor cousin. Talk about as being poor cousin, which is pretty bad. Brennan says 5,000 is target for EHEX to get above test and continue. So 5,000 would be up here. So up this level. That's what Brennan's looking for there. So fingers crossed on that one. That'd be pretty cool. Thanks for that, Brennan. All right, so that is kind of the markets there with the prices. We're going to get rid of all those charts, and we're going to come back into the news here. We got some cool news. So Pulsechain prices, obviously a green day, modest green day, but a green day nevertheless, particularly good for HEX. It's kind of the summary. Now, Coast, of course, the big Fed on-ramp to Pulsechain, they have a dialogue with the Pulsechain developers. They put out this little post earlier on X social platform. We often chat to the Pulsechain core developers. It's clear they are working hard on important things, WAGMI. And of course, you guys know I never know these acronyms, but there we are. Let me know in the chat what that acronym means. But anyway, they're pretty good. They're pretty good on here. So pretty nice there. Talking to the developers, clear they're working hard on important things. So that's exciting to see in the background. We wait there. He goes, Vegan says, any clues? And I go, no, we don't have any clues. So there we are. But they obviously have a little bit of an idea They just can't say anything, probably, is the case there. All right, so that is cool from Coast. The other cool thing is the Pulsechain Builders Association. You guys always talk about how we've got all these projects and teams and we're just growing all the time. Well, the Pulsechain Builders Association, I think it started by KG from Internet Money, I believe. They got, hey, Pulsechain, we need your help. And this is a D.Fi. So this is, who is D.Fi? Well, they have a huge following, 130,000 followers on X social platform. We are DeFi, Web3 super app, and the world's first Web3 antivirus. So that's where their main business is. And of course, they are looking to consider supporting Pulsechain as one of the supported chains. So that we're really bullish for that, both for Web3 and also the antivirus as well. So it's kind of cool. They have great tools like contract scanners. Let them know that here that Pulsechain support is great. So I want to put this copy out in here. If you guys want to hit up the site and go and make a submission, like make a comment, just I think you use Google. You can just log in and make a comment supporting Pulsechain, and that's why you can help the Pulsechain Builders Guild help build up the Pulsechain ecosystem. So you guys can play a big role in that. And if you take out a minute or two out of your time, you'll be able to help with that, which is kind of cool. The more the merrier, right? The more the merrier. Bring on the army, as it were. So that was pretty cool there from the Builders Association for Pulsechain. And give them a follow as well if you like, if you want to keep track of what they're doing there. All right, so that's kind of cool. Big shout out to KG for heading that up. Now, the other cool thing is that the validators have been growing really nicely. They continue to hit new all-time highs. Look at this. We're up to 46,371. It's amazing. It's amazing. And of course, look at that thing. Uptrend just keeps going up and up and up. And I take delight. I take great delight in saying Pulsechain is the people's chain because, see around the world, look, it's all the validators around the world. It really is owned by the people, for the people. So it really is amazing. What's the last part of that? By the people, for the people. I can't remember. But there we are. That's pretty cool. And look at us. We got 1.48 trillion pulses now off the market. Staked with validators, and let's do the math quickly because I think that's gone up slightly. Divided by 15, we're heading towards 10%. We're at 9.866% of the total pulse in the public supply is now staked with validators. Right, we exclude the Origin account stuff as inactive, and that's bullish. Right, that is super bullish. So looking good there. Now there is a leaderboard now for validators on the Go Pulse site here. Look at this. This is brand new, by the way. And look at this. We've got validator store at the top there, powered by all nodes. Crazy one. Look how many validators they got, man. 21,000. So yeah, we've got tons of validators, 46,000. But validator store there has got 21,000 of them. And that is, I believe, is that the one? That's the one from. Just forgotten the name. Let me know in the chat. You guys know what I'm talking about. I've just got a brain freeze on that one. Alex McFurter? No, Alex McFurter? No, it's not Alex McFurter. It's the other guy. I can't remember his name. All right, so it'll come back to me. If it comes back to me, I'll get to it. Powered by all nodes. Crazy one there as well. 4,800, 4,500. So these are kind of the top validators here as well. So it's kind of cool. Who else was there? KDP was here. 84. I'm not sure if that's actually KDP's account or not. I'm just having a look. Robert Online. We know Robert Online. Hey, Robert Online. I've seen Robert Online on X posts, which is pretty crazy. What else there? Yeah. I'm just trying to advance. It's not Alex McFurter. I've just forgotten. I can't go and cheat either. Can't go and cheat and look because I'm on live. All right. So anyway, come back to me later on. Anyway, so we've got gas prices. I can't believe I've forgotten. It's really annoying when it happens, right? Anyway, let's move forward. 500,000 beats at the moment, so still pretty cheap on Pulsechain with the transactions there. 0.7 of a penny for a PulseX swap, 0.05 of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 0.1 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. We're currently 630 times cheaper than Ethereum. Ethereum is not so cheap today. It's definitely gone up in price. Remember, the Gwei's been really cheap on Ethereum way past last year's comparison of the 10th of October. It's been, where it was 5 or 6, 7 Gwei. And let's have a quick look at the ultrasound money to see what the gas prices have been recently. Yeah, we're up at 9 at the moment, so definitely off the bottom at the moment. Let's see here. We're in an off-peak period. That is the gas prices over the last 7 days on Ethereum. And yeah, it's starting to rise now. It really does look like it's starting to rise. Might have started maybe almost a week later after last year. but it's definitely starting to rise up here. Maybe those 5 or 6 squares would start disappearing. But yeah, it was 17th was the last time we had that low. A little bit low on the 18th there, 6 square, 5 square. I guess it's yesterday. Let's see whether that disappears, that 5 or 6 square, 7 square, and starts heading into the teens. We'll see how that goes. So that is kind of cool. And yeah, let's move away. That's day 159. We're going to be starting day 160, can you believe, soon. So pretty cool. That leads us into the Pulsechain projects. So let's get or other categories. Let's get a PSC 20s. Have a look by liquidity. We're going to sort by liquidity. All the big liquidity pools are down. Even the DIE is down. DIE is down to 7,190. So that's struggling a little bit there. Look at that, sort of just humming along. No big move yet to 1 cent or anything. So it's just chumming along there. Wrap Bitcoin cooled off overnight too. After making a nice little jump to 113. Today it's back down at $95. And the chart's just going to roll over soon. So that's pretty much it. What else there? Atropa is down 6% there. And let's have a look at the Atropa chart. Atropa there is pretty much flatlined at the bottom. Maybe a good time to speculate if you're a speculator. But apart from that, it's pretty much down. Teddy Bear is down 12%. Treasury is down 9% as well. Those are the big leaders there. But let's get into the 2 big meme coins, which are down here. Number SHIB and Pepe. SHIB had a bit of a move yesterday, I believe. Obviously, the talk of 9-inch decks coming, and it's had 3 up days. So that's still pretty cheap, though. Look at that chart there. If that gets supported on 9-inch, that is still a very good entry to get into. Not a financial advice, of course, but, you know, that is the play. Pepe as well. So look at Pepe there. Pepe is also had a pump there and still a good entry level. It's currently 9,500, so that's kind of the play there. Now, Hexy Bastard did put out a call a little while back about what coins should be supported. I know TYRH expanded the chat and got theirs promoted, so we'll see whether some of those tokens like TYRH get early support. It's going to be interesting as well. All right, let's have a look. Let's move over to. Let's actually go look by percentages. Best performer there is Aave. That's up 10%. ApeCoin is up 8.5%. LUSD is up 7%. Some of the better ones there. Those are the ones I track on my custom list. Let's move to the meme coins and 9-inch decks though, because I think this is kind of the bigger importance. And of course, the big moves here. We're going to sort by liquidity. The big moves are Mega. Now, you guys may or may not have heard of Mega. Make Ethereum great again. And of course, that is up 70%. When I've quick look at this, this is not an endorsement of any of these projects. Remember, I'm just commenting on these. This has been added to my meme list. But there are tons of memes out there, right? Every cat and dog's doing memes out there. And we have a look at this one. This is out at the moment. It's had a huge pump. And, of course, there is the chart for Mega. That's on the hourly chart, by the way, not daily. It's up 70% on the 24 hours. And that has been pushed hype, super hyped. So let's have a quick look at who set that up. That's been set up. One of the founders, at least, is PLS Mega. And, of course, the website is Make ETH Great Again. I typically wouldn't be chasing a chart like this. So just be careful out there. But that is the site there. Shout out to Crypto Kings. Crypto Kings, obviously a big influencer who likes these sort of meme pumps. And one might say dumps. But meme pumps there is been pumping it as well on his big following. Ian Heinisch there as well. There's a bit of a support amongst the more speculative influencers out there. They're like speculative projects like meme coins and reflection tokens. So there's definitely been a bit of that hype out there at the moment. And yeah, this is the website in terms of the tokenomics. We'll quickly read it just as a quick review. They got a buy tax there, 3%, 1% burn, 2% reflection. So you do earn reflections in it. Sell tax 3%, 1% burn, 2% reflections. They got lock liquidity, and the total supply is huge. What's that? 888 trillion. So it's pretty big. They got some airdrops today. 0.416% of the supply airdropped to RBC to create the mega pair, the RBC mega pair. And what else is in there? Liquidity locked for 6 months. So just remember that, locked for 6 months. Those are some of the headlines there for this project. So that's kind of the play. If you want to find out more information, you can follow on here. Like I say, that price is really has gone up pretty big. Lies Beneath says Alex Manfreda. No, it's not Alex Manfreda I'm thinking of. David Feder. David Feder. You got it. Thanks, Adam. David Feder. I can't believe I forgot David Feder's name. Sorry, David. I apologize. David Feather, that is who I was thinking of there. Thank you very much. So yeah, that is the link, and yeah, that is the one there. So there's going to be lots of these projects sort of set up like this: reflection tokens, meme coins, and this is just one of them. But it has done pretty well today, and has got some big influencers covering it, like Moon King there. So if you go to Moon King, he's got how many followers on there? He's a YouTuber, of course, 64,000 followers. So they can move markets, and that's what we see, right? That's what we see happen there. That is the website there, and of course that is the price chart. So you can't complain too much about that. But once again, you can check out the volumes and stuff like that. But speculative is, and it's just what it is. It is what it is. That's all I'm going to say. Not endorsement of any of these projects, by the way, except maybe possibly the probability of something happening. That's probably about it. Now, where did the ETH go? So now we're going to get into 9-inch, right? 9-inch has been pretty amazing. So we're going to get into that. 9-inch, of course, it could be launching anytime now, anytime. And of course, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, but it's very, very soon probably. So yeah, we know that the birthday party for Paul Pleb and of course 9-inch is going to be on the 4th of November, but they said it's going to launch well before that time. And of course, yesterday we saw a tweet here from Mexi Bastard replying. Somebody said it's going to be on the 20th, and he said you kind of indicated before that. So it could be any time now. We'll be watching out for it. In any case, he put out a tweet on the 18th saying, seriously, guys, not financial advice. And, of course, the same for this channel. Buy Paul Pleb, buy Pulse Dodge, and buy Where'd the ETH Go. And, of course, those are all up for grabs. Thank me later or not. 9-inch very, very, very soon. And that was the big incitement there. 13,000 views on that so far. So that's kind of the play. Farms and pools be speculated, obviously, on which tokens will get supported. Obviously, we're expecting the teams tokens that we just listed to be supported. So yeah, really, really cool. And also this big tease here about Hex, and it may be very reason why the Hex got pumped on the old ETH chain there. Imagine you could stake Hex on Ethereum and get better yield than the absolute standard for real 9-inch, no comment needed. So some real teasing about that, and may have very much contributed to that EHEX pump. So crypto, I don't know how to read this, not family channel, but crypto copy there talking about EHEX pair, PHEX pair. You wanted that, so you got some influencers interacting with this too. So that is kind of the hype. The hype is real, and it does look like it's getting very, very close here from Hexy Bastard, and of course he's kind of the front guy, Paul Pleb, for the 9-inch DEX, which is coming up, and that is the website. Let's go to the website. I've been on here for a while. So that is the website there for the DEX there. It's currently on testnet, I think. Yeah, testnet. We'll just open that up, have a look at that. So this is the testnet at the moment. Switch to Sepolia, switch to Pulsechain V4. Let's go to the V4. I think I'm on the line there, V4. And there we go. That is on testnet. What do we got there? Trade, exchange, exchange and limit orders. So that's what we got there. Earn, you got liquidity, you got liquidity farms. So farms, these will be popular, right? This is what people are going to be hunting down. You can see a lot of cool farms in there. PLD, PLS, Paul Pleb, PLS, PLS 9-inch, BBC 9-inch is kind of indicative of what's going to be on there. Yeah, very cool. They're going to have some sort of phased launch as well, as we understand it, that the 9-inch token, those people that sacrificed will get the upper hand in the first 24 hours. So if they stick to that, what they talked about several months ago, then it's going to be interesting to see the 9-inch token get bust up there as well. Although there are some big referrers and some big whales, so we could see some big sell wicks as well. It's going to be an interesting to see this project phased out over the first couple of days. So food for thought there. They're going to have some sort of faucet there. Get free ETH to try out. Oh, that's on the testnet. Sorry, my bad. And then of course they got a buy and burner as well, which will be pretty useful too. So having a buy and burn on the LP, and they got an analytics page, which is pretty cool. So it's going to be a pretty popular site. Now remember, this is a dual chain launch. This is launching on Pulsechain and launching on Ethereum. And of course, we're trying to, not only are we making Pulsechain amazing in terms of the whole community, but of course the started to eat some of the lunch from Uniswap, right? Uniswap, fake DeFi, Uniswap matcher. They stopped coins playing like Pulse and PulseX, trading and things like that on their protocols They track you as a user. They're moving to KYC. They're charging extra fees. You know, these guys are, you know, really, really crappy, particularly Uniswap there. And so this is really cool. So 9-inch platform is going to be eating some of that lunch. And so people can promote that and get more of the Ethereum market share over there from Uniswap and stuff like that. So I really love this stuff from that side. Getting, you know, making DeFi real and taking market share away from other protocols that aren't truly behind DeFi. So really cool on that one. So in any case, we've got where the ETH go is hit a $1 today. Woohoo! So isn't that awesome? So really nice chart. Look at that. That's the 1 ETH there. You can see the total chart there. It's a little bit weird, but definitely looking good here. Look at that. Woohoo! Now on the RSI, it's definitely oversold territory. Massive. We're up at about 80 there. So where the ETH goes, not my favorite from an entry point of view, but definitely it is in the overbought territory. So be very careful. Now with the launch of the 9-inch DEX, excuse me, it can hyper pump as well. Can go higher, but you're getting into really risky territory after that. But definitely still can go higher on the launch pump. The other one we want to talk about is Paul Pleb, which we talked about. That's had a nice little pump too. So you can see the Paul Pleb pump really nicely. That's on the hourly. Let's go to the daily, and we're going to pull up that. I don't know if I got the RSI on here. We had a beautiful pump here on the daily on Paul Pleb. Pretty cool. Let me switch over to, let me add the RSI in and have a look at that. That is the RSI. So still more room to move on the RSI before you might reasonably expect some sort of pullback. But remember, there is a launch, could be very imminent, very soon, says Hexy Bastard. So that's kind of the play on that one. And yeah, I can see that super pumping on the old Paul Pleb. Now, the other one, of course, is Pulse Dodge. That's up 25% too. So it's doing really, really well. And look at that. That's on the hourly chart. Let's go to the daily. This is the daily chart there. Nice little pump. I can see this going way higher. Super pumping, of course, we're over 4,000, 4/10 of a penny. And we had really nice volume come in. I can see this doing even more than that. Obviously not financial advice, but you know, we've got this big launch. I think it's going to be pretty huge. Now, remember, the 9-inch DEX is a $16 million sacrifice project. So it's a big, big deal. We talked about Mintra being like $10 million. This is like $16 million into this DEX. So it's going to be, you know, it's a bit bigger deal there as well, just from that point of view. So that is the 9-inch there. Let's have a look at the RSI. RSI is heaps of room to move on PLD. I definitely think PLD is the best entry out of all of them. And it's got the least holders as well by quite dramatically. And the liquidity, though, is much smaller, though, too, so take that into account. But it is at 54 now on the RSI, the best looking one relative to the others, in my view. So not financial advice, but those are the ones for the 9-inch DEX that will probably get single-sided staking support. We saw on the farms there. So we go back to the farms on these pool farms. Things probably get support, which is pretty cool. As Hexbusters has talked about. Now, some of the other tokens, moving on from the 9-inch. So that's kind of a quick update from the 9-inch there. Kind of cool. We're going to jump away from all that. Some of the other ones are doing pretty well on my list. Access Alive is at 8,200. It's an influencer in the space. Hex Orange Address from Abit. That is up 12%. So these are two influencer ones from, I'm pretty sure Abit was the one that started Hex Orange Address. Yeah. Up 12%. So those are doing pretty well. So a quick look at HOA. Yeah, pretty nice on that chart too. So performing very well, aren't they? Are these influencer ones. So maybe every influencer out there should launch their own token. What do you guys say? Put that in the link there if you think so. All right, so that's kind of cool. Those are the best performers. So let's move on to the final category, Pulsechain projects, and we can see what the best performer is by liquidity. So we've got the best one is Algo. That's up 6%, obviously with Hex moving up. Spark Swap down 3%. Tetra up 9%. TYRH up down 3% there. And PTS, but from Matthias is up 2%. What else is going on there? Beetroot is down 1%. Time is down 4.5%. And PRS there is Time. Let's have a quick look at Time, actually. 4%. I thought they had a bit of a rally there on that chart. Oh, no, it's been pretty chill. Thought that, for some reason, I thought they had a rally on them. Let's have a look at Tetra. Have a quick look at Tetra. It's up pretty nicely. Yeah, Tetra is not doing too bad. Recovering there. That's kind of neat. What else is going on? Let's have a look there. Everything else is pretty much down. Let's look at by percentages. Percentages here. The best performer is Communist, up 146%. But of course, there's not that much liquidity, but if the price keeps going up, then the LP is going to keep going up, right? So it's been doing pretty well on our communist there. Internet money up 19% with 22k liquidity. Those are kind of the ones there. Hex token not doing too bad either, up 11%, 24k liquidity there. Those are some of the highlights there. We'll give a final wrap up to Pulse LN there, up 5%, Fiat up 5%. Those are kind of the leaders there on the projects, which kind of wraps that up. Let's have a quick look at the stablecoin category. We've only got CST at the moment, but we're going to have more than that soon, right? We're going to have USDL and PXDC. We're going to have 3 stables, so we'll have a pretty full list here on the stablecoins. But at the moment, the stablecoin for CST is very stable on PulseX. It's at 99.3 cents, so almost $1. Very, very cool. And if you want to use Brian's link to on-ramp fiat directly to Pulsechain for CST, then the link's in the video description for that. And you get 5,000 WHETH tokens as a bonus. How about that? That's pretty neat. All right. I think that's it on that one. Let's have a quickly look at the Zen. As you guys know, that not only do we have 9-inch expected to launch soon, we've also got a ton of stuff launching. I mean, we've got potentially Fetch launching this week. We've got Zen Crypto and DB Zen Crypto, both of those launching on the 23rd. So that's coming up pretty fast. So that's going to be, what day is that? Is that the weekend? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's that on Monday next week, is it? Maybe Monday next week. So that's coming up on PZen. And PZen is actually been performing pretty well. So have a quick look at that. So PZen is going to be burned, right? They're going to burn that through the Zen Cryptos ones, the DB Zen Crypto. It's going to be burned through that. So yeah, so far it's currently at 3,900. Did get up to 4,900 there, almost 5,000. So it's actually ramping up pretty nicely, and it's got a couple of days to spare, right? It's a couple of days. The 23rd is in here when the launches go. So yeah, we could see a nice little hyper rally into that. Watch out for that. It's going to be pretty neat. May even continue through as people want to burn in for that. So kind of cool. All right, that is it on that one. Let's jump away. And some other news cool is that Coast is the Fiat on-ramp, of course, has got big news coming to Pulsechain soon. So that's going to be exciting. Some more news from the Coast Fiat on-ramp. And Hex BB says on-ramp, and he goes, fingers crossed. So I don't know if they're giving away any secrets there. But that is cool news coming out there from Coast. They got some more big news coming, which is really, really neat. These utility infrastructure projects, man, they're really continued to deliver, really pushing the boundaries, really trying to, make Pulsechain the ultimate DeFi chain. It really is exciting to see that coming from them. A nice big teaser there from Coast. Big news coming soon. Can't say enough about that. That leads us into Hex.com. We've got the final results, of course, for the day. Hex.com, check it out there. And we've got Hex. Let's see what we got paid today. We are mining Hex, of course. We've got day 1416. It's not off for Ethereum yet. That's still to come. But Pulsechain is out. So day 159 for Pulsechain is the 18th of October. And Hex price there is at 0.0818. So looking pretty good at a 200th of a penny, up 7.2%. So we had 3 little up days today on the old Pulsechain, which is pretty neat. The payout today, of course, which is the headline number, is 6.672 X per T-share, looking pretty good. Share rate pretty much the same. Average mining rate the same at 6.97 years. The APY 38.5%, not bad as well for existing T-share miners. The ownership pool has been down many days in a row, but the ownership pool is up today, 4,000 T-shares, back over 9.8 million T-shares in the ownership pool, which is pretty cool. Let's jump over to the lock percentage of coins. 9.52% of Hex is locked on the old Pulsechain. We've had pretty good penalties today, 1 million, and we've got the reward pool there, which, if you're in the ownership pool, you'll be happy about that. 65.4 million X in the ownership pool. The growth numbers, Pulsechain continues to grow. And of course, we're up 42 holders of Hex on the old Pulsechain, and we're up 17 miners on the old Pulsechain there mining Hex. We're up to 124,600. So really good results there for day 159 for Pulsechain. And I don't know if the EHEX has come out yet. No, it's still not out yet. So we might skip that, but we'll probably cover that tomorrow for EHEX results. In any case, we're up to 1,417 on Ethereum, and we're on day 160 for Pulsechain. Unbelievable, right? Pretty crazy. Hex.com, folks, check it out. And if you've got any questions, get into our Discord, links in the video description on that one. We're up to 50 minutes on the hour. Wow. Pretty crazy. Let's get into the final comments before we wrap up here. It has been a market update today. So that has been our main focus, with the projects about to imminently launch, which is pretty crazy. In fact, let me get my tweet. I got a tweet out about that I put out yesterday. Let me find that tweet. We have imminent launch. We have Mintra NFT marketplace, $10 million sacrifice. That is about to launch imminently. It's going to the mint token is going to be out before probably before the end of the week, and I think that's pretty cool. And of course, we've also got the protocol going to be out before the end of October, as expected. The DEX 9-inch DEX expected to launch probably imminently, very, very soon. So that could be today, tomorrow. It's pretty amazing. We've got the Fetch Oracle expected. I'm expecting it personally this week if they're going to make the October deadline for liquid loans. And of course, we've got DBZN crypto, DBZN NFTs, two of the best protocols from Zen ecosystem dropping on Pulsechain. And of course, that could be very bullish for the PZN there, and for Pulsechain itself. That is on the 23rd of October. And then we've got potentially liquid loans and Power City, maybe on the back end of October, launching particularly liquid loans in any case, maybe Power City at the beginning of November. So that is pretty bullish. On top of that, of course, there's lots of other project teams building, got things landing in different ways or another. So it really is exciting on the old Pulsechain. But that's the second wave. The second wave of Pulsechain project launches is about to begin, which is exciting to be here at this time. All right, let us jump away to some other comments here before I wrap up all that. Let's go. Let's jump past all that. Brennan says, I would like to see EHEX hold 4,000 and PHEX above 8,500 for bull continuation. Nice one there, Brennan. That is the Discord. If you want to join the Hex Token Discord, I do encourage you to. If you want the best information and best community, it's the place to be. And you get early intel on all these projects, and you get really good positions. So if you want the best there, or you can go hang out in the Wild West, where everyone else does. What else there? We got we're gonna make it, says Santa Beach. Absolutely, we're gonna make it. Adam says, yeah, I forget his name too, but he's a badass. And then of course, Adam brought home the gold. You remember before I did, David Feder. Yeah. My bad. ETH BTC appear is showing historically that it will pump against BTC. Good DCA range now, says Brennan. What was that influencer that used to cover that ratio all the time? What was his name? Martin or whatever his name was, the young guy. He's not so young now, but he was. Yeah, he's a bigger, but I don't know actually if he's still doing as much content as he used to do. He was streaming a lot back in 2018, 2017. Yeah, he was interesting to watch. Wookie says, yes, Wookie agrees. Nice one, Wookie. Crypto Truth, a PC to everyone. Hi, family. Hey, good to see you, Crypto Truth. Peace, definitely peace for the world. We need that right now. Right, that's pretty much it. 53 minutes. We're going to end there. How about that? Not bad. It's the quickest live stream I've done for a while, but hey, this is based on the amount of information out at the time. Yesterday was an epic live stream. We covered so many projects that are coming, and today we've covered the markets. So nice little variety there. Adam says Hex Token deserves an award for his community service. Yeah, he'll get a little reward for that. How about that? A little pin or something. Hope you guys enjoyed it today. If you're on Pulsechain, YouTube, Superman Crypto, or Hex Token channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, get into our Discord. The link's in the video description. And if you want to join as a YouTube supporter, hit the join button on either Superman Crypto or Hex Token. It's a good way of supporting the channel as we stream pretty much every day, bar the occasional day off. But yeah, it's pretty much pretty regular. If you'd like to fully document Pulsechain's launch, then that's what we're doing here on this channel. All right, shall we play it out there? I'm going to play out a cool video. Let's do that. Let's play out a Richard Hart inspiration video. I think we're going to do that. Let's find out here which one I want to play. This one here. All right, take care, everybody. Peace out. I'll see you in Discord. Links in the video description, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Take care.
If it accrues so much value and gets so many users, yeah, the fees will go up, and you'll just get really, really rich holding Pulse watching. Oh no, more really, really rich people. Like, you can't, here's the thing. You cannot force a free market to keep things cheap, because then crappy use cases that aren't valuable will outbid useful and valuable use cases. And do you want your chain with limited capacity to be filled up with crap? No, you don't want your chain filled up with crap. You want it filled up with nice, good things. Well, then how do you know what the difference between nice and crap is? By bidding. And the people that see more value in the chain pay more to use the chain. And then your limited resource chain, through the bidding mechanism, is filled with the most valuable things that people can fill it with. And so this like socialist USSR decree that, oh, we're just going to have cheap fees forever, it doesn't work, because there's a finite amount of space and you have to allocate it to certain users. And who should you allocate it to? Those that can most afford it, because they're bidding with their money for how valuable the transaction is. So the solution to a limited resource isn't to screw around with the pricing. The solution to a limited resource is to create more of the resource. So the Ethereum chain is full. Great. Well, we're going to make one with 4 times more throughput, and it won't be full. It'll be empty, and let's go fill it up.
My $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.